Arian, can you do this thing for me?
Do I read the whole thing?
Yeah.
Namo Fundamental Teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus one comes one's true and actual meaning.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Um, we will, let's see, I think most of you already know Judah B, right? So let's quickly do this thing together, I guess. Okay. Nam mô Đại Bi Hội Đền Văn Bồ Tát. Nam mô Đại Bi Hội Đền Văn Bồ Tát. Nam mô Đại Bi Hội Đền Văn Bồ Tát. Thiên độ nhãn vô ngại Đại Bi tâm đà ra ni. Nam mô Hạnh Ra Đảnh Na Đa Ra Giờ Gia. Nam mô A Di Bà Lô Yên Đê Nương Bát Ra Gia Bồ Đề Đan Đà Bà Gia Ma Đan Đà Bà Gia Ma Ca Lô Ni Ca Gia Đan Đan Bàn Ra Nhị Thủ Đan Đan Nam mô Tấn Kiên Lần Đoá Y Mong Ri Ya Bà Lô Yên Đê Thanh Bằng Ra Năng Đàm. Nam mô Na Ra Cần Chi Hệ Ri Ma Bàn Đa Sa Mi Đan Bà A Tha Đồ Du Bằng A Thề Dân Đan Bà Đan Đa Nam Ma Bà Đa Ma Phạt Đằng Đầu Đan Điện Đan A Bà Lô Ê Lô Ca Đê Ba Ra Đê Đề Ma Bồ Đề Đan Đà Đan Bà Đan Ma Ra Ma He Ma Na Dương Cổ Lô Kiến Mong Đồ Lô Phạm Sa Ya Ni Ma Ha Phạm Sa Ya Đê Đà La Địa Lý Ni Nan Vận Ya Ra Ma Ra Mum Đê Lê y nam na thanh na ra sam ban ra sa lợi sa ban sam ban ra sa ya hồ lô ma ra hồ lô he re da ra đan re đô bồ đề ya bồ đà ya ni đế ya na ra cầm chi địa ri tăng ni na ba ya ma na đa ba Nanda đa ba ma ha nanda ya nanda yu nghe nanda ra ya đa ba na ra cầm chay đa ba ma ra na ra đa ba nang ra đa mộng cự ya đa ba ha đa ba ma nanda ya đa ba ha ya kiến ra nanda ya đa ba Ma Đà Ma Kiên Đam Đà Ya Đa Ba Na Ra Cầm Chi Ban Đà Ra Ya Đa Ba Ma Bà Ri Đăng Yết Ra Yam Đa Ba Nam Mô An Ra Đảnh Na Đa Ra Ya Ya Nam Mô A Di Đà Bà Lu Yêm Đế Thương Bàn Ra Ya Đa Ba Anh Đảnh Điện Đô Man Đa Bàn Đà Yam Đa Ba Anh Đảnh Điện Đô Man Đa Bàn Đà Ya Đa Ba Anh Đảnh Điện Đô Man Đa Bàn Đà Ya Đa Ba
No, I'm in a different Zoom class. I'm in a different Zoom class, Kaden.
Okay, all right. So let's see. Give me 1 second. Betty, go ahead, read the first one.
Whatsoever beings are here assembled, those of the earth or those of the air, may all of them be happy. Let them all attentively to my words.
Okay. Ivan Lay, you read the second one.
Listen here, all beings. Show your love to those humans who day and night bring offers to you. Therefore, guard them diligently.
Thank you. All right. Kaden. Kaden, are you there? Okay. Sophia.
Whatever treasure there be, either here or in the world beyond, or whatever precious jewel there be in the heavens, yet there is none comparable to the accomplished one. In the Buddha is this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
That's good. All right. Radna.
The tranquil sage of the Sakyas realized sensation, freedom from passion, immortality, excellence. There is nothing comparable to this Dhamma. And the Dhamma is this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
Okay, that's great. Christina Ba.
The pure path the Supreme Buddha praised is described as concentration without interruption. There is nothing like that concentration in the Dharma. In the Dhamma is the precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Kevin Chung. Kevin Chung. Are you there? Patrick Đỗ, you do number 6.
Okay. Those 8 individuals praised by the virtuous, they constitute 4 pairs. Their worth of offerings are the disciples of the enlightened one. Gifts given to these yield abundant fruit. In the Sangha is this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happy.
That's good. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Christina Chiu, are you there? Number 7. I could not hear you.
With steadfast mind applying themselves thoroughly in the dispensation of Gautama, free of passion, they have attained to that which should be attained. And plunging into immortality, they enjoy the peace, nibbana, and absolute freedom. In the Sangha, this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
That's right. Serena?
Just as firm posts sunk in the earth cannot be shaken by the 4 winds, I say that a good person thoroughly perceives the noble truths.
Continues.
Is similar to that. In the Sangha is this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Nolan. Nolan gone. Nolan?
Those who clearly understand the noble truths, well taught by him who has absolute knowledge, do not undergo an 8th birth, no matter how exceedingly heedless they may be. In the Sangha is this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
In this way, the Buddha said that who understand the noble truth, there no more suffering for him. That's what it means. Okay? Okay. All right. Good. Kaden, are you there?
Yeah. Together with this attainment of insight, three qualities have been abandoned, namely, belief in self, doubt and dependence on wrong rites and ceremonies. He is absolutely freed from the four states of misery and is incapable of committing the six deadly crimes. And the Sangha is this precious jewel found on account of this truth, may there be happiness.
Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. Son. Son, are you there? Okay. Let's see. Ethan. Ethan.
Yeah. He is incapable of hiding whatever evil he does, whether by deed, word, or not. For it has been said that such an act is impossible for one who has seen the path. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
Yeah, that's good. That means whoever understand the noble truth and attend the noble truth, that means he cannot be able to do any evil deed. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. Demi.
Just like a forest is flowered at the top in the first month of the summer season, so has the sublime doctrine that leads to Nibbana been taught for the highest good. In Buddha is this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
Nibbana, that means the absolute happiness, the ultimate happiness. That's what Nibbana means. It's just the mind. It's not the physical place. Okay. Okay, that's good. Kevin Chung, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, read the next one, John. The unrivaled. What happened to you?
Oh, whoopsies, I was on mute.
Okay.
The unrivaled, excellent one, the knower, the giver, the bringer, the excellent has expounded the excellent doctrine. And the Buddha, this is the precious jewel found on the account of truth. May there be happiness.
Yeah, good. That's good. Okay, that's great. Marian, you can read this one for me.
Their past is extinct. A fresh becoming there is not. Their minds are not attached to a future birth. Their desires grow not. Those wise ones go out even as this lamp. In the Sangha is this precious jewel found. On account of this truth, may there be happiness.
Okay, Son, are you there? Okay, looks like you're not there. Okay, read here.
Shaka's exclusion, we beings here assembled of the earth and of the air salute the accomplished Buddha, honored by gods and humans. May there be happiness.
That's great. Good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sophia, did they call you yet?
Yes, you called me before.
Okay. All right. Tina, go ahead and do number 16.
We beings here assembled of the earth and of the air salute the accomplished Dhamma, honored by gods and humans. May there be happiness.
Okay. Christina Võ, did they call you yet?
Yes.
Who I have not called yet? Let me know. That means everyone have been called. Okay. Okay. Good. All right, can you turn on your webcam so we can see your handsome and beautiful face? Good. All right, we can do the meditation together. Okay. Okay, keep your back straight, your neck straight. Close your eye. Inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 1. Inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 2. Keep going. If you see your monkey mind, do not play with them. Just come back to your inhale and exhale. All right. If you can turn on your video, that's even better. Okay. All right. When you hear the bell, it means that you sit still and close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. Patrick and T. Patrick, I could not hear you. Aaron and Sophia.
20.
Christina, Chiu, and Serena.
26. 21.
Darren and Ethan. Darren, Ethan,
23.
Ivan, and Tina.
18.
21.
Ratner and Kevin, Jung.
29.
Okay, thank you. Kaden and Kevin. Demi.
21.
27.
Your son, how many?
20.
Okay, good. All right, let we start our class with the material that we continue on last week, and we will continue on learning the Buddhist psychology, how to handle our anger. Okay. Okay, last time we learned about this already, I think. Okay, now we continue on this thing. The fourth snake. Okay, fourth snake. Can you see this? That I have. That I heard, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Okay, let me see. Nathan, read the beginning.
Thus I have heard on a certain occasion the exalted one, the Buddha, was staying near the Vata.
I could not hear you, con.
Thus I have heard on a certain occasion the exalted one, the Buddha, was staying near Savatthi at Jeddah Grove in Natapika's park. Then the exalted one addressed the monks, saying, "Monks." "Yes, Lord," replied those monks to the exalted one. The exalted one said this, "Monks, there are 4 snakes." "What for?" "The venomous put inside the snakes, but not fierce aggressiveness. The fierce but not venomous. The one that is both venomous and fierce. The one that is neither venomous and nor fierce. Just in the same way, monks, these 4 persons resembling snakes are found existing in the world. What for?"
Stop right there. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ratner.
The venomous but not fierce, ferocious aggressiveness. The fierce but not venomous. The one that is both venomous and fierce. The one that is neither venomous and fierce. And how is a person venomous but not fierce? In this case, monks, a certain person is quick to anger, but his anger lasts not long. Thus, a person is venomous but not fierce, just as is that snake that is venomous but not fierce. So, using this figure, do I speak of this person?
Okay. Do you understand what you just read?
Yes.
Okay. What do they mean by this thing? You know what is the snake when they have the burners and not fear with the snake? You know what does that mean? Hmm. Christina, do you understand the snake? They have the burners, venomous. What does that mean? You know?
I think venomous means they have poison.
Yeah, they have poison inside the snake, right?
Yeah.
And not fear. That means they are not that cruel, not cruel, right? That means they are not not mean. Okay, all right. And the same with the person, the monk. In this case, quick to anger. That means very quick to get angry. But the anger lasts not long. That means Vernus. It means that quick to get angry, but the anger not that long. That means not fear. Okay. All right. So, Christina Chiu, you go ahead and read the next one.
And how monks is a person fierce but not venomous. In this case, a certain person is not quick to anger, but his anger lasts long.
Okay.
Thus, a person is fierce but not venomous, just as is that snake that is fierce but not venomous. So, using this figure, do I speak of this person? And how monks is a person both fierce and venomous. In this case, a certain person is quick to anger and his anger lasts long. Thus, a person is both fierce and venomous. And how monks is a person neither fierce nor venomous. In this case, a certain person is neither quick to anger nor does his anger last long. Thus, a person is neither fierce nor venomous. Just as is that snake that is neither fierce nor venomous, so using this figure do I speak of this person. So these monks are the 4 persons resembling snake that are found existing in the world.
Okay, that's good. All right, Tina, you read this summary for me.
Summary: the venomous but not fierce. A venomous be not. Oh, um, the venomous but not fierce. Ferocious aggressiveness. A venomous. A person gets anger quickly. B not fierce. His anger lasts not long. 2. The fierce but not venomous. A. Fierce, his anger lasts long. B. Not venomous, a person not easily gets anger. B. Both venomous and fierce. A. Venomous, a person easily gets anger. B. Fierce, his anger lasts long. 4. Neither venomous and nor fierce. A. Venomous, a person not easily gets anger. B. Fierce, his anger lasts not long.
Okay, in here, which one is the worst one? Tina?
Both venomous and fierce?
Yeah, both venomous and fear. And what about, okay, let's say that the person who are venomous but not fear, and with the one is fear but not venomous, that means this person right here quickly get angry, but the anger is not last long compared to the person who not easily get angry, but his anger lasts long. Which one is worse? Christina Bỏ.
Could you repeat that again?
Okay, you see these two people right here, right? The one with the venomous, but not fear. That means a person easily quickly get angry, right? That means he get anger quickly, but his anger not last long compared to the person that this person is fear but not venomous. That means it's a person not easily get anger, but his anger lasts long. Which one is worse?
I'm not sure. They seem equally worse.
Equally. Sophia, what do you think?
I think maybe the fierce but not venomous.
Why was that?
Because like if like they don't get angry a lot, then they wouldn't have to go through like being angry, and like they like wouldn't be angry as much as like venomous.
Okay. All right, Demi, what do you think about this two? Which one will be worse? The one who get his anger not last long, or the one with the anger last long? Which one is the worst one? The second one, worst one, right? Even though he not easily get angry, but when he get angry, his anger stay there for a while. That's not good. Does it make sense? But for this first person right here, he get angry quickly, but his anger it does not last long. That means one he get angry and the next day he forget. Right? That's good. That means he do not hold on the anger. That is good one. Well, it's better than this, but this is the best right here. This is the best. Right? So don't get angry and do not holding your anger. Okay, that's good. All right. Now, let's do the second story. All right, Betty, you go ahead and read this thing.
Once there was a man who was becoming impatient with his wife for not being able to hear him any children. At the same time, his wife was becoming increasingly anxious because she was not able to give him the children he longed for. Fearing that her husband would one day abandon her, she coaxed him into taking another wife. But each time she learned that the new wife was pregnant, she caused her to miscarry by putting some drugs into her food.
Do you know what it miscarry mean?
No.
Oh, you do not know? Christina Chiu, do you understand this word?
Yeah.
Tell her, explain to her.
I don't know the actual definition for it, but it's kind of like when the baby dies in your stomach.
Yeah, that means the woman who carry the pregnancy, right? And the baby die inside the mother womb. That means it's called miscarriage. Does it make sense to you, Betty?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so that means the first wife, she jealous, right, to the second wife. Therefore, she put some drugs and make her miscarry. That very okay. All right, the second. All right. Let's see. Sophia, go ahead and read this one.
The second wife eventually figured out what was going on, but it was too late to do anything about it, for she was already near death's door from being poisoned so often. Before she finally died, however, she swore that she would pay the first wife back for all the suffering she was caused should their paths cross again in future lives. And indeed, their paths did cross again. Once they were reborn as a cat and a hen, and another time as a leopardess and a doe, and each time they were after each other's offspring, creating more and more hatred between themselves.
Okay, stop right there. All right. Let's see. Patrick, read the next one.
They were reborn as the daughter of a nobleman and ogress. One day the ogress in all her fury was chasing after her nobleman's daughter and her baby. The mother, in desperation, fled to the monastery where the Buddha was staying and begged the Buddha to save her child from the hungry ogress.
Okay. Patrick, you have a very bad connection. Okay. Okay, go on. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Kevin Chung, you want to read the next one? Okay. Ivan Lay, you go ahead and read from finally.
Finally, there was a reborn as the daughter of a nobleman and ogress. One day, the ogress, in all her fury, was chasing after the nobleman's daughter and her baby. The mother, in desperation, fled to the monastery where the Buddha was staying and begged the Buddha to save her child from the hungry ogress. The Buddha instead admonished her as well as the ogress for the folly of their unabated vengeance. He then related to them how their mutual hatred began and how because of the hatred they had been killing off each other's babies in the successive lifetimes.
Good.
He made
Stop right there. Thank you. Serena.
He made them realize that only hatred caused more hatred, and that hatred increased only through goodwill and compassion. The lady and the ogress then felt great remorse for their past actions and asked each other for forgiveness. In that way, after many lifetimes of unbroken rivalry filled with hatred, they finally made peace with each other.
Good. Let me show you the video quickly here. Okay. And you will understand more detail from the story, from the video. Okay, give me 1 second. This is not the movie. The story about a snake. Not this one.
In the distant past, there was a Brahmin and his wife who couldn't conceive.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
wife, fearing that her husband would no longer love her, selected a second wife for him to marry. When the new wife got pregnant, the first wife realized the potential dangers of her decision. The new wife might receive attention and resources that would have gone to her. She devised a plan to prevent this. She brewed poison and poured a few drops into the new wife's soup, causing a miscarriage. When the new wife recovered, she did it again, causing another miscarriage. By the third pregnancy, the new wife caught on, so she attempted to hide her pregnancy from the first wife. Eventually, the first wife found out about the pregnancy and attempted to cause another miscarriage. But because the new wife already had so much poison in her body, the third concoction turned out fatal. With her dying breath, the new wife looked at the first wife and swore vengeance. In a following rebirth, the first wife was born as a hen with many chicks, and the second wife was born as a forest cat. When the forest cat attacked the hen, she killed all the hen's chicks, but left the hen unharmed. The hen, unable to remember past lives, saw this as an unprovoked act of savagery and swore revenge. In a following rebirth, one wife was born as a doe with a newborn calf, and the other wife was born as a cheetah. When the cheetah attacked, she killed the doe's calf, but left the doe unharmed. The doe, unable to remember past lives, saw this as an unprovoked act of savagery and swore revenge. This cycle repeated itself over countless rebirths, and each wife swore vengeance for what they believed to be unprovoked attacks. In the Buddha's lifetime, both women were reborn, one as a yakini, a demon ogress, and the other as a human woman who had recently given birth. The yakini was relentless in her quest to devour the baby in front of its mother. Desperate and afraid, the woman ran through the gates of the temple and threw her baby at the feet of the Buddha, hoping for protection. As an evil spirit, the yakini couldn't enter the temple, but her hunger for revenge kept her stalking from the gate. The Buddha admonished both the woman and the yakini. He explained that they had been repeating this vicious cycle of killing each other's children for countless lives. He taught that hatred would only beget more hatred, and that although acting out of hatred may have a desirable outcome, it also comes with unintended consequences. The only way to eliminate hatred was to realize this reality. The Buddha said that in order to end her karmic bond, the woman must give her child to the yakini voluntarily. Once the child was in her arms, the yakini became overcome with hunger for revenge. But reflecting on the Buddha's teachings, she began to feel compassion and understanding. Tenderly, the yakini handed the child back to the woman. The yakini and the woman parted ways without any trace of hatred for each other. What do you think the moral of the story is?
All right. So let's see. Sophia, do you want to summarize the story for me?
Okay, so basically there was a woman who couldn't have children with her husband, so she told her husband to marry another woman, and then the other wife would have like couple of pregnancies, but then the first wife would always poison the other wife so she would have a miscarriage. And then the other wife got poisoned so many times that she died, and she swore that she would get revenge. So in the next life, she like she killed the hens chickens, which was the first wives, and then they just kept on like killing each other's babies until the woman was running away with her baby, and then the ogress was trying to eat it, but then the woman bring it to the Buddha, and then the Buddha told them that them both had like hatred, and they kept on like killing each other's babies, and like he told them that hatred would cause some more hatred, so they forgave each other and they made peace.
Wow, you good. You really good. All right, that's good. Okay, so let me continue on the next one. Okay, this is a good story. That is the story. Okay, let me show you another movie. Okay, this is also a good movie, I think.
Into a powerful story about a snake and a saw. Before you question what a snake and a saw has to do with your life, it is about much more than a snake and a saw. It's about what happens to us when we react in anger. It's about what happens to us when we hold on to resentment and when we don't let go of negative emotions. It's about what can happen to us when we want negative things to happen to others. So the story is this. One night after closing time, a snake found its way inside a home improvement store. As the snake slithered around, it clipped itself on a handsaw that was lying on the ground. Thinking the saw was a threat, the snake instantly snapped around and bit the saw. Of course, this caused much more damage, with the snake cutting inside its mouth. Not understanding what was happening, and thinking the saw was an enemy, the snake wrapped its long body around the saw, attempting to suffocate. Of course, the snake didn't do any damage to the saw. Instead, ended up being killed by the sharp blade of the saw. The snake ended up being killed by its own anger, by its own reaction to something it thought was out to get it. There's a powerful message here. Often we react in anger when we think others have hurt us, or when we assume that others are out to get us. We react when we don't need to. We hold on to resentment, and sometimes we hope the other gets hurt. But in doing so, we only end up hurting ourselves. The negative energy we carry around when we hold on to these resentments and negative feelings only makes us suffer. Never the person we might want to suffer. When we react in anger rather than with compassion, no one wins. When we snap back, we can't win. It is always better to ignore negativity. It's always better to let go of negative feelings toward others and rather focus on creating the best life we can for ourselves. If someone does us wrong, rather than react angrily, maybe we should try to understand where that person is coming from. Show some compassion. Maybe they are having a bad day. Maybe all of their days are bad. When we look at things from a new perspective, it is much easier to move. Leaving all negative energy behind. Holding on does nothing good for our future. We must let go. We must move on before the anger consumes us and ruins us like the snake. Don't react. Instead, show compassion. Don't hold on. Instead, move on. And rather focus on creating the best life we can for ourselves.
What do you think about this movie, everyone? Is it scary? No, it's not that
It
scary.
was interesting.
Interesting. That's good.
It was
Quickly.
kind of
Uh,
scary when the saw cut the snake.
oh, okay. All right, but well, okay. Tina, what do you? Can you summarize the story for me, Tina?
So the story was about when a snake went into a store, and when the snake was slithering around, the saw cut the snake, and the snake thought that the saw was an enemy. So the snake tried another time to hurt the saw, but the saw, it ended up cutting the snake again on the inside, and the snake tried once more to suffocate the saw, but it ended up killing itself instead. So so the moral of the story was, instead of holding on to your anger, just let go of it and move on.
Okay, and we should not react right on our anger, right? We should not react on our anger. We should. You see that when we carry a lot. What does it mean when we carry a lot of negative emotion? What does that mean, Dylan? Dylan. Dylan.
Yeah.
What does that mean when we carry a lot of negative emotion with us? What
Carry a lot of negative emotions. We usually get angry at something that made us have negative emotions, and then we like try to hurt it, or we want it to get hurt.
Okay. Just like that we hold on the anger for a long time, right? That is what the negative emotion means. When we holding the anger and we keep inside, what happened when we, if someone says something to us negatively, what happened, Arian?
We will like want to do something negative back to them.
I mean, we will react, right? We don't act, but we react. You know the difference between act and react? When we, let's say that someone tried to say a negative thing on us, instead of react, we act. What the difference? Christina Jiu, do you understand the question?
Can you repeat it?
Okay. So let's say that someone insult us, right? That means they yell at us or something, whatever. That means they say negatively on us. Instead of we act or we react. Which one? Which one should we do? And what the difference between the two?
If they insult you, you can either insult them back, or you can just ignore it and keep going on with your life.
Okay. So what does that mean? Is that when we insult them back, is that the react or is that the act?
React.
Yeah, that is react. That means when we react on the anger, that means you don't think. We just react without emotion. We don't think. We just do it with the emotion. But when we act, that means we have a choice. And that means usually when we act in the wise way. We don't. You understand the difference between the two? We act in the right way because we have a choice. We will not choose the negative way to act. If we do with the negative, that means we react. Does that make sense to you, Arian? So
Yes.
that means we have a choice to make, and we can make the right choice instead of the negative choice. Um, just like when we use in the Buddhist psychology model, that's how it works. Okay. Usually, if we go through the model, and that's how we act instead of we react. Okay. Yeah, all right, that's good. So I let you see another movie. Today is the movie day. um, if we carry the negative energy all the time, that means we hold on to our emotion. We hold on to our anger. That means it lasts long. The people who holding on those anger emotion, that means they suffer a lot and they cause other people suffer as well.
Math presents Addition Below 10. Okay, class. Nails in the fence. Once there lived a boy with his parents. His parents were very sad because the boy had a very bad temper.
I can't see it.
The boy would get angry very soon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not share you the video. Okay, thank you for your let me know.
In the fence. Once there lived a boy with his parents. His parents were very sad because the boy had a very bad temper. The boy would get angry very soon and use angry words. He would scold kids, neighbors, and even his friends. So his friends and neighbors avoided him. His mother and father explained to him in many ways to give up his anger and become kind, but all their attempts failed. Finally, his father thought of an idea. One day, his father gave him a huge bag of nails. He asked his son to hammer one nail into the fence every time he became angry and lost his temper. The boy found this very funny, but agreed to do what his father had said. Every time he lost his temper, he ran to the fence and hammered a nail. On the first day, he drove 30 nails into the fence. In the next few days, the number of nails hammered reduced to half. The little boy found it very difficult to hammer the nails and decided to control his temper. Gradually, the number of nails hammered to the fence reduced, and a day came when no nail was hammered. He told his father that it had been several days since he hammered a nail into the fence. That meant that he hardly lost his temper. Now his father told him to gradually remove the nails every day. The boy was able to pull out almost all the nails. There remained a few nails that he could not remove. His father appreciated him and asked him, pointing to the holes left in the fence after removing the nails. "What do you see there?" The boy replied, "Holes in the fence." The father explained, "The nails for the bad temper you hammered on people. You have removed the nails, but see the holes left by them in the fence. Your bad temper was like that. They left a scar on people's mind. And those nails that you could not remove are like the scars that will remain permanently on a person's mind. So, we should try to control our anger." The boy had now understood what his parents were trying to explain to him and promised to be a polite boy. The moral of the story is, let our words be kind and sweet.
Okay. Betty, can you be able to summarize the story? Hey, are you there? Okay, Demi, are you there? Let's see. Ivan,
Yes.
can you be able to summarize the story?
Um.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Dylan. Dylan. Okay. All right. How about Christina? Bo, do you want to try?
Sure. So there was this boy who often lost his temper, and he would get angry at random people, random strangers, even his friends. And so his dad wanted him to see that, so he told his son to uh, hammer a nail onto the fence every time he got angry. And soon the boy became really tired of doing it. So he decided, he decided to control his temper. And then uh, one day his dad asked him to remove the nails from the fence. And once he did, well, he only removed most of it. And once he did, his dad explained to him how the holes left on the fences are the holes he left in many people that he harmed, I guess.
So what happened? The nail represent what? The nail he hammer into the fan. What does that represent?
That represents how many people. That represents how he hurt people, I guess.
Yeah, his anger hurt the people, right? That means his emotion, his anger, it's harming the people. That's what it means. It hurt the people. And what did the whole represent? Do you know?
The holes represent how many people still are affected by his decisions.
By his emotion, right? That means the mind. And what about the nail? It's he cannot be able to remove. Remove. What does it mean?
I'm not sure.
Aaron, what does that mean? Aaron, Sophia, do you know what does that mean?
Maybe people that I don't know.
Okay. The whole that means the scar, right? When we hurt the people, right? By yelling at them, by saying the negative thing to them, that means we left the scar on their mind, right? But the nail, that when we do the nail is now not able to remove the nail from the hole, that means they a permanent scar on the people mind. Does that mean you understand that? Permanent, the scar leave it's there for permanent. That means it's not easy to heal. Okay. All right, let me stop right here. And next week we will have the Kahoot, I guess. Too much for today. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, not this one. I mean that. What happened? Oh, sorry. Okay, how about this? Sean, may I? Sean, may I go? Sophia, may I?
May I be wise?
May I be white?
May I be healthy?
May I be healthy? Dummy, may I?
Happy?
May I be happy? That's good.
May I be helpful?
May I be helpful? That's good. Gardner, may our parent?
May your parents be loving.
May our parent be loving?
May your parents be honest.
May our parent be honest? Okay, that's good. And Alan, male parent con. Patrick, male
May our parents be compassionate?
parent be compassionate?
May our parents be friendly?
Male parent be friendly? Okay, Patrick, male parent.
May our parents be healthy?
Male parent be healthy? That's good.
May our parents
Okay. Betty, male day con.
May our day be happy.
Male day be happy.
May our day be peaceful.
Male day be peaceful. 1, 2, 3. Namo Ida Bhav. Namo Ida Bhav. Namo Ida Bhav. Thank you, everyone.
Dạ cảm ơn thầy.
Cảm ơn thầy.
Nam mô Phật chào thầy, cảm ơn thầy.
Nam mô Di Đà Phật, xin chào thầy.
Bye con.